Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Recha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone who rule well. Peace and mercy to the Tazadak Akim out there that's laboring this truth with all sincerity. I want to say Shalom. I'm the brother Demayan back at it again with another lesson, Lord willing, to feed the Lord's flock. All right, today's topic, is going to be a quick lesson going into, reasons of why being humble, or just going into a topic of humility. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Verse 2, vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. So, who was King David's son? All right. Who are these words speaking of from? These are speaking from King Solomon. Okay. Which King Solomon, which was one of the wisest, was the wisest king and most wealthiest kings out of all kings. Now to prove that real quick, let's get 1 Kings chapter 10. Verse 23. So it says, so King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom. All right, so he was the wisest king, as well as we could say that he was the wealthiest king. All right, now from King Solomon's perspective, since we got that point, he's saying that everything is meaningless. All right, and this is a king who had all the riches, the gold, the land, the woman. We know King Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. Okay, and he's saying that everything is meaningless. All right, everything is vanity, which the word vanity means something that's worthless or void or idle. Okay, so you have to put that in your mind. These words are coming from one of the wisest kings and richest kings of all time. Okay, because and this is a beautiful, this is beautiful because a lot of people tend to listen to the rich man, as the book of Sirach goes into. When a rich man speaketh, everyone holdeth his tongue. So you have to understand that King Solomon was one of the richest kings, and he's saying that everything, he did an evaluation. He, evaluated that everything is meaningless. Everything is vanity. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down. So this is verse 14. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna start from verse 13. Let me see. Yep. I'm gonna start from verse 13. No, 14. No, 13. Salakia. So it's Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 13. And I gave my heart, meaning his mind, to seek and search out wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail have the Most High given to the sons of men to be exercised with. It says to be exercised therewith. It says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. So, King Solomon did a observation, about everything that goes on under the sun. And his conclusion came that everything is vanity, everything is worthless. All right. And this is heavy because, this reminds us of why, we have to be humble, and the reason why we have to put off the things of this world. We have to put off the things that, you may think has value in it, but it really, you have to put those, your mind away from those things, because everything is vanity and is meaningless. The only thing that's not Meaningless and, vanity is having faith and doing the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Serving your Lord. This truth comes first. Okay, so no matter how much riches you may obtain, in this world, it's vanity. Why? Because it's all temporal. At the end of the day, all those things could be taken away from you. All right, all those things could be removed. All right, we see that. And matter of fact, real quick, let me get Psalms 39. And, this is a beautiful point. So this is Psalms 39, verse 5. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and my age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity. Selah. So it says a man at his best state is altogether vanity, and that's heavy right there, man. That's proving that, you being in your best state, it could be, matter of fact, real quick, I actually wanted to get into the word state. All right. So it says a man at his best state is vanity. So it says the meaning of the word state, it says circumstances. So you could be in your best circumstances. Okay. Whether you have a great job, whether, you making a lot of money every year. Okay. Everything is, going right for you. You might have a, nice house, nice car. You see, it says position in society. So, you could be, a quote unquote, high official in society, you could have a high position at your job. All right. All of that is vanity. All right. It says, now we jump down, it says standing, rank, public order. All right. And a perfect example is that you see all these kings, who ruled, in these different kingdoms. All right. And they all fell ultimately. So, them being at their best state, them being king, and having that high, ranking position, it was all meaningless. And we could apply that to now. You could see all these people who are rich, wealthy, who are higher class in society. All those things are meaningless. Even if you want to break down, go into, it says even the attributes of a person. So even if you may, be super in shape, you go to the gym 6 days a week, you got a 6-pack, you work out, you healthy, you eat the, the great, the best of foods, organic foods, your fruits and vegetables. All right. Even that is still vanity, is worthless and meaningless. Okay. If you're not serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, all right, if you're not humble, hey, everything is pointless, because the Lord is dealing with those who are humble, who are lowly. All right. You have to have, there's nothing wrong with having, working out, having a good body, but all those things, could lead you to being proud. You see, you having a high position in society, you shouldn't, want to chase that, man. Okay. And that's exactly what these other camps do. You could say that because, what does these different camps promote, man? They selling their T-shirts, their garments, selling breakdowns, want millions of views on YouTube, you could say that, they come, they clout chasing just to get views, So, but all those things are vanity, is worthless. The Lord is dealing with those who are meek. That's why the scriptures say that the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay? And matter of fact, let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. And it says, matter of fact, I'm going to start from 17. It says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. Verse 18, It says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So the greater you are, the more humble you should be. So if the Lord do bless you with riches, all right, bless you, with a healthy body, bless you with wisdom as well, okay, you have to be more humble, man. That's the definition of a true king. You're not being a boastful, prideful person, man. Being humble, even though you had a high position, or the Lord blesses you in certain ways, you still have to remain to be humble. And matter of fact, let's go into the word humble. What does the word humble mean? Okay. The word humble means submissive, respectful, lowly in manner, modest, not self-asserting, obedient. And that's the spirit, because the scriptures just goes into that. Like, you're not supposed to, exalt yourself. You're supposed to let somebody else exalt you. All right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that too. Don't exalt yourself. Yep. So let's get that real quick in Proverbs. And we're going to go back. So this is Proverbs. Let me see. Is this... Let me see. Salakia. Let me see. Don't exalt yourself. Salakia. Yep. Proverbs 27. That's it. So this is Proverbs 27, verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest that. It says, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. All right. And hey, and that's the reason why we always say Lord's will as well. Because we don't know, what the day will bring, the next day. You don't know if you're going to live. You don't know how things are going to go the next day, because everything is not in our control. Everything's in control through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, so that's a form of being humble as well. Jake has a tendency of saying things without saying Lord willing. Everything is Lord willing. We don't know what the tomorrow brings. You don't know if you're going to make it to work tomorrow. You don't know if you can make it to camp. You don't know if you're going to do a certain thing tomorrow. Anything could happen. Okay? And that's a form of just being humble and being submissive. Like, we're submitting to, that's a way of submitting to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, by always just, saying Lord willing. Okay? It says, verse 2, let another man praise thee and not thine own mouth, a stranger and not thy own lips. So you're not supposed to, praise yourself or exalt yourself. You're supposed to let someone else exalt you. That's a form of just being humble. You're not supposed to be bragging, about the things that you do. Yeah, I done did this, Yeah, just there's so many examples. You're supposed to let another person exalt you. Like, no, that guy, but he, like, let's say example, like, I'm gonna just say my name. Just, like, hey, you see that brother Tamayim? Oh yeah, he's a hard worker, he come to work, things like that, oh, he's diligent, things like that, or any brother. But you're supposed to just, exalt. You're supposed to let another person exalt you. You're not supposed to, exalt yourself or praise yourself. All right, that's a form of boasting. Okay, and the Lord is not, is against that. So it says, verse 19. I'm going to read verse 18 again. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So When submissive, when lowly, respectful, you're gonna find favor in the Lord. The more greater you are, the more humble you should be, and the Lord is gonna that pleases the Lord. Okay, so these are all ways of how we could find favor in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So it says, verse 19, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. The mysteries are revealed unto the lowly. All right? And there's a lot of people, it says many are in high places and of renown. So, you have a lot of rich people with high, rank in the society, but the Lord revealeth his mysteries, his secrets unto the meek. All right? And that's why I mentioned earlier, the meek shall inherit the earth. The Lord is dealing with those who are humble, who are lowly, contrite spirit. All right? Matter of fact, let's go. See how Satan. Let's go into the word meek. Okay? It goes into humble, modest. Okay? Humility, submissive, obedient. Okay? So last verse says, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. And then that's, a part of being humble as well. You got to drink the sincere milk. Take your time. Take baby steps. All right? Especially when you're learning this truth. Okay? So you're not supposed to search out things that are past your level. All right? That's a form of, humbling yourself. Like, I can't get into that topic, or I'm not going to dive into that because, I'm just not, at that level of understanding yet. All right? So that's another form of just being humble as well, too. And that's this is a word of wisdom. Seek not at the things that are too hard for thee. Because, a lot of people, try to prove a point. Like, yeah, I know this breakdown, and I know this, I know that. But everything is just take your time and just be humble. Be lowly. Take your time. Drink the sincere milk. Okay? Be patient. Keep praying, unto the Lord. Be submissive unto the Lord, and the Lord is going to give you that increase ultimately. Okay? But the main point was, to be humble, because that's who the Lord is dealing with. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get one more precept. Contrite spirit. Right? So this is let me see. Yep, I'm going to get Isaiah 57, verse 15. It says, for thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place with him, also that is of contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. And that's who the Lord is coming back for. And ultimately, the humble and contrite ones are the elect. Okay? So, the main thing to keep in mind, Akim and Agwaf, is just to be humble. Humility is one of the things that the Lord is looking for, in a man and woman. Okay? And with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And with that, Shalom.